Hi, and welcome to this episode of Digital Art TV. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make engraved ancient text, kind of like this. And before we get started, you're going to need two things to do this that you might not have, so I'm going to tell you right off the bat. You'll need the script foo menu with the layer effects, and that doesn't come with GIMP, so there's a link in the description that I'll provide where you can go and download that, and a little thing showing you how to install it. And another thing is you'll need an ancient style text. I'm gonna be using the symbol font, which actually comes with GIMP, but really all it is Greek letters, and so it's a little bit more recognizable than some of the fonts you can find online and download. And so you might want to download an ancient font or something first. But anyway, after you've got all that, go to File, New, and you can make it whatever size. I'm just gonna leave it what it is. There really isn't any size limitations on this. I just suggest you don't make it extremely tiny, because then you're not going to be able to see the effect as well. But besides that, any regular signature up to wallpaper size would be fine. Now, the first thing you need to do is create the rocky background. So select your bucket fill tool, and under this file fill type, select pattern fill and set that to slate, and then fill the background. And now it comes out this gray color, and that's fine. You can actually use that if you want, but I want it to look a little more like sandstone, or those Egyptian carved stones that they find, and they're more of like a yellowish color. So I'm gonna go under colorize, and set the hue down to like 40 something, which gives it a yellow, else orange texture color. And set the lightness down one, and click OK. And that makes it this nice yellowish sandstony color. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is get your text tool, and of course, like I mentioned earlier, set the font to your ancient font, and set the scale to about 100 for this size of image. It's like 700 by 300. Around 100. If it's smaller, you'll want this smaller, but you just want your text big enough that you can see detail whenever you put in the shadows and stuff. So go ahead and type in whatever you want to write. And then close this out, and go to your font color and change that to my background is like a tan color, so I'd use dark brown. Like something that's just a darker version of whatever your background base color is. Then the next thing you do is go to script foo, layer effects, and inner shadow. And for this size of text, if you're using like 100 or 75 or anything like that, 5 on the size is fine. If you got like way bigger, like 200 or something like that, you'd want to make this bigger, but most of the time you'll want to just leave that everything like it is. Then let that render. And my computer's going like slow as I'll get out. I don't know why. There we go. And as you can see, it's already looking like engraved, giving that look. But just to make it more deeper and richer, take and duplicate your shadow layer like twice. And then at this point you can actually just right click on a layer and flatten the whole thing, because that's pretty much your engraved text. But just to add a little more rustic, looking at an ancient temple at some text effect, get your gradient tool and set it on black and white, and then create a new layer above your background layer, and then stroke from like one corner down towards the other, kind of like that. And a little note, you want to pay attention to where your actual shadows are, and see like the shadows are on this side, so that means the light's coming from that way, as far as engraved text goes. So you want to put your shadow blackish part up that way, because your light source is going to be over here. And then you take and under layer mode, set that on overlay, and it makes it darker over here and lighter over here in like a little spot, so it looks like you're actually, like holding a flashlight up to it or something, and it just looks really cool. And there you have it. There's your engraved ancient text. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe and comment. Thanks.